Let's go to Zach. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Arsenal.
Well done. Congrats. You finished top. Fair play to you.
Mate, I think that penalty was a bit stupid to drag him down like that. But apart from that, I'm happy, and I think we're going to go on and win it all.
What do you mean?
I think we're going to go in and win the Champions League, mate.
Do you genuinely believe that? Do you think you're the best team?
I believe it in my whole heart. I believe it in my whole heart that we'll win. I don't have a doubt that we win.
I'm not convinced, Zach. I'll be honest. I'm not convinced.
You just said earlier you think they could as well.
Oh, of course they can, because they're a good team and they're top. But I'm not convinced they're going to win the Champions League. Reason being, you ain't won it before.
What is on?
You ain't won it. But... You're stumbling already in the Premier League. You played Kairat tonight. You made 11 changes. You won 3-2, but I don't know. I'm not that convinced with Arsenal. When it gets to the latter stages over 2 legs, I think you're going to get. I think you get found out.
What you mean is you hope they get found out.
Well, obviously I hope, but I genuinely believe. Listen,
they're in everything. 4 points clear in the Premier League.
I'm not going to lose too much sleep if Arsenal win the Champions League, right? I, as a Spurs fan, I have to take it on the chin. But I just genuinely think that Arsenal won't win the Champions League. I just don't think. I think there's better teams than you over 2 legs.
Look, I think your argument that we haven't won it is ridiculous, because of PSG last season, they won it, but they've never won it before. Man City a few years ago, they won it. They won it, but they don't win it before, I think it's our time.
And it is easy to say, I think they're going to get beat by someone. There are like 24 teams that could...
Yeah, I know, but the 24 teams, if you get to I'm talking about latter stages, Barcelona over 2 legs.
Well, you think they're going to... but whoever...
Bayern Munich. I know they beat Bayern Munich, and that was a really good performance, to be fair. But over 2 legs, I just think they get beat. I do. I think they will get beat.
For what reason? What reason then?
Listen, I think
they can't defend, or they can't score, or nerves.
I think there's a nervousness about them. I think there's a mentality that the pressure gets to them. There's a reason why Arsenal haven't won the Champions League before, and they've had. And this is, when Arsene Wenger years, we're talking about invincible years. We're talking about the greatest teams that they've had. They've never won the Champions League.
Yeah, I know, but it's the first time for everything, and I think they could win everything. They could win the lot. They've got this good enough squad, fully loaded. Have a think about Arsenal's wingers. Seen the wingers they've got?
Yeah, they've got some good wingers. Zach, you've got some good wingers, right? You ain't.
Yeah.
Look, forget Champions League for a second.
All right.
You've got a problem scoring goals in the Premier League, right? You're scoring set pieces.
Yeah,
and that's all well and good, but it is an issue.
Yeah, well, we need to stop relying on set pieces, like I said the other day, and we need to sort out our open play. But I also think we need a new striker, because I don't think Gyökeres is good enough. I mean, five goals in the Premier League, is it, in 21 games?
Yeah.
I mean,
missed a few chances tonight.
I think Jesus is better than him. I think Jesus
I completely agree, mate.
Better than Gyökeres.
Jesus is a way better player than Gyökeres.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I mean, the only problem with Gabriel Jesus is that he can't stay fit.
No.
That's the only problem with him.
No.
If he could, I think he'd be a world-class striker for us.
And Havertz is back.
Yeah, Havertz is back. That's a plus. It's a plus to have him back.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
look, Zach, well done. You're top. You go and you cruise through it in the end. Fair play to them. They are looking strong. I like to give them some stick, but they are a great side and they got a good squad. Let's see what happens. As we see what Arsenal have done over the last few years. Let's see if they can keep it together.
I think he spent 5 years building this team, and the last piece in the jigsaw was Gyökeres. That's what everyone was saying at the start of the season.
But he ain't.
Just need a striker.
He ain't. He's not the final piece.
Well, give him a chance, because I had this problem when I went from Derby to Liverpool. When I was playing for Derby, it would be 50-50 possession every week, and I would score on the break.
Yeah.
I would score balls over the top. There's a load of grass to run into. My strength wasn't playing with my back to goal. It was running into the space, and I think he's a bit like that. So now he's playing for Arsenal. I've got the ball every single game for 75% possession. He's having to play with his back to goal in tight areas, and he's got to learn to link up with really good footballers who are around him. Make the right pass and let first-time layoffs round the corner, get it back, and be in the right place at the right time when the ball's going across the face of the goal, because that's why they call it a finisher. you're supposed to finish the move off.
Yeah.
You know,
I hear you. I agree with you.
So he's got to be in the right place. But the jury's out. Obviously, he looks a bit rough around the edges, but he puts himself about. Yeah. And he looks like he's got a good attitude.
Look, I'm sure they're working on him. I'm sure he'll come good because he does look like a good player. He's got the attributes, but at the moment, I'm not convinced. Let's go to Chris. He's a Spurs fan, right, Chris?
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Spurs are back.
Spurs are back.
That's it. Spurs are back, mate. Excuse me. What I'd say is, sorry about. I had a bit of a furball there, but essentially, no, I'm pleased that they've won tonight. I think we clearly doing well in Europe. I've got to say though, I mean, I am with Dino on this one, really, as opposed to yourself, Jay. But I think Thomas Frank should be given Tom. I think the trouble is, you see, it's too easy to sort of say, oh, we're not doing well, sack the manager, right? He's only been in the job 6 months. Let's be frank here, right? I'm going to spell it out for the other fans, right? They're listening to your glorious channel, right? We finished 17th in the league. He is not taking over a team that finished in the top 4. We qualified the Champions League because we won that trophy.
Yeah, we won the Europa League and we had a load of injuries and we sacked off the Premier League at the end of last season. So, I know we finished 17th and it wasn't good enough. I get that. But there needed to be a massive improvement. With the players that we've got, we shouldn't be where we are in the table. You can't... The performances, Chris, are not acceptable in the Premier League. That's your bread and butter. And look, we're a great side in the Champions League and we're a joy to watch. But that's got to go into the Premier League performances.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, look, we should have done better against Burnley. There's no question about that. But I do think as well, again, this is where we're Dino in this one, right? The thing is, I don't think it's all Thomas Frank's fault, right? We need, right? And the thing is, look, this is a hangover from the old boardroom that were there, right? We did not push the boat out enough for signings, right? I mean, we've got a lot of average players in that team, right? I mean, apart from Van der Ven, Porro, and maybe Kulusevski,
Romero.
They are bang average. Romero as well. They're bang average players, Jay.
Kulusevski ain't.
Kulusevski's, I think he's a great player.
Xavi Simons is starting to show some signs of being a top player.
Is Richarlison injured?
Richarlison's injured. Solanke's come back. Solanke, again, jury's out for me on him, but he is a good player. When we signed him, I was happy that we signed him.
Well, he's 60 million, wasn't he?
Well, we spent a few quid on him for sure, but he had a really good season at Bournemouth. But he hasn't got going yet at Tottenham. He's just picked up injuries all the time. The problem is all the players are injured. If you put our team together with a fully fit squad, and I know everyone gets injuries, but our injuries it's outrageous. We've got 14 injuries. If you put our best 11 out there with a bench, it ain't that bad. It's not a 14th in the table team. It's a top 7 team.
For the last, since I can think back, right? When you look at the Premier League wage bill league table, highest wage bills: Man City, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal. Spurs is about 6th.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, Spurs are about the same.
Mate, isn't it, Dino?
So it's the hope that kills you. Every season,
all right. Well, then you should finish 6th.
You've got to jump. You've got to jump above 5 teams who spent more money.
I'm not
players.
asking to jump above 5 teams, Dean.
What are you happy with then?
I'm asking to be a top 6 club and fight for the top 4 spaces. We ain't going to win.
Would you be happy with 6th?
Yes, this season.
You wouldn't.
This season, I would.
You wouldn't.
Are you joking?
No, you wouldn't. If you're a Spurs fan, right? If you're a Spurs fan, every season you think Champions League.
No, of course you want to get Champions League, but from where we've come from last season, I would have took 6th.
And he's right. 7th. They don't push the boat out. If you don't pay the wages, your best players leave. Kyle Walker, Rose, Modric, Bale. Kane. Yeah. They leave. The best players leave. You're not paying them enough. Liverpool's just spent £1 billion. Raheem Sterling's on 325 grand a week at Chelsea. The best players know what they're worth and they get the best money.
Yeah, but if
you don't pay them, they leave.
You've also got to be clever and find the right player, right? You haven't got to pay.
Everybody's trying to do that.
Yeah, exactly. But Spurs have got to find that player. That's the problem we've got.